It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. My man Kareem Smiggity, second in the building. My man Whack on Wood. If you go on whack on wood. Whack. Whack on wood. He choked up joke with my man. Whack on wood in the building. Uh-oh. They pouring in. We got Orbit Band just popped in. 1900. GTA in the building. Is that Terra? Greetings to you as well. Aries 80s baby's here. And I can never say goodbye. No. Never could say goodbye. The Michael Jackson movie's still on my head, even though I'm still a little disappointed with it. Shout out to Henry. I see you. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. I got a lot to talk about. Lots to talk about, man. The boy Drake, he's still trying, man. He not give up. The boy still got that little fight in him. But I'll tell you more about that in a second, man. You go pull up your chair. Go fix yourself a drink. Fix yourself a plate of food and sit down and watch Choke No Joke, man. Fix you a beef patty and cocoa bread. Get you some oxtails. Come in bed with the God, man. We here tonight. Choke No Joke, I am here. You know what it is. All right? Let's get the show started. I got a lot to talk about. All right? So hit up your favorite YouTubers. Tell them Choke is live. All right? Hit that like button. Let's go. Choke No Joke. You already know. I'm here, baby. Grand Turks and Caicos. If you ain't know, now you know. Weather's beautiful out here. See the brilliant lady right there? I showed y'all the scarlet lady. I showed y'all the valiant lady. This is the brilliant lady.
Tonight you're gonna see the brother I know the show can rap. And then
you know what it is. Choke No Joke. Eat a wall. Rest in peace, Fuego. Don't ask me why. We here now. Let's go. Born in the Bronx, raised in Eden Wall. Place where I saw soldiers fall. Let's go. JR, crushed between the war of the elevator, only 12. How would you cope if you were me? Let's go. Seeing the sight before 13. Probation, cause trespassing on the elevator was a felony. Blaming me, still went to the funeral cause I knew that it wasn't me. Carried the coffin before 13. Crack cocaine, hit the scene. Me a hustler, mom a fiend. I'm mad cause she keep stealing my things. I'm draped in the jewels her addiction brings. That's the things that make us cry. When your baby mama don't let you see your child, or when your mans leave the VI. We birth, we live, we die. We struggle to survive. What's your thoughts? Don't ask me why. They hate, they lie. Let's go. They say Choke wanna rhyme now. How come? Been rhyming on my 5th album. 3 mixtapes, learn from mistakes. Rhyming on the porch back at 8.
Oh, True Magic is in the building. You know what it is. Choke no joke. I'm here. All right. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. How many anybody out there seen the Michael Jackson movie before I get moving? Because I'm still trying not to give those spoilers, even though I talked about it because I seen it on Monday. But I talked lightly about it. So if anybody out there has seen it, just type in what you thought. What did you give it from a 1 to 10? And then, I'll wait till over the weekend, give everybody a chance to go see it. I know a lot of y'all going to see it tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I do encourage you to go see it, despite my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, view things different and see things from a different lens. So I'm never going to tell you not to go see it. Definitely go see it. Just for the music part of it, you gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? But it comes out, Michael comes out. It comes out tomorrow in theaters everywhere. What you call it? Yes, it's coming out in theaters everywhere. So, fellas, grab up wifey. If you got a little kid, you can take a kid to this movie. It's definitely rated G. The worst you might get out of there is a curse, but there's no nudity or anything like that going on in there. I don't think there's no type of drug use or anything. So it's definitely kid friendly. So you could definitely take a kid to see this. The music portion about it, wear some comfortable shoes because you might jump out your seat and just start kicking. If you really in the Michael Jackson spirit, if you go see this movie and you got a Thriller jacket or a beaded jacket, or you got some penny loafers, or you want to put an outfit together, I encourage that because I promise you, you're not going to be the only person doing it. There's a lot of people that go dressed up to see this Michael Jackson movie. People who's dancing in the lobby. It's definitely an event. But the movie comes out officially tomorrow, April 24th, in theaters everywhere. Like I said, definitely encourage you to go see it. Yeah, see, I don't want to spoil you nothing. I hate when people do that to me. When I'm going to see a movie and I tell somebody tell me too much or tell me like a main part in the movie, and then I'm sitting there waiting the whole time for this one part because they told me this part. So I won't give no spoilers. But like I said, go see it so you could be in on the conversation come, this weekend. Because like I said, the movie don't officially come out until tomorrow, but they had a lot of premieres, throughout the nation. I think the one in Hollywood was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or the day before. But if you love Michael Jackson, go see it regardless, just because you love Michael Jackson, right? So moving past that, the boy Drake is trying to make a comeback. And I don't know if he waited long enough. When's the Kendrick shit? So Kendrick, he did the Super Bowl. Last one was Bad Bunny. So he did the one before that. So that's 2025. This beef been going on 2020. It's been about 2 years since this beef between Kendrick and Drake. And Drake taking the L. I don't know if he went away long enough to be coming back already, trying to get back in the spotlight. I think he should have gave himself like 4 years, which is a long time, but it is a good enough period of time for people to get the Kendrick stuff out their mind. Right now, it's still fresh in our mind. So what Drake did is he has a new album coming out called Iceman. I don't know why it's called Iceman. But as a promo, what he did was he put up these blocks of ice, and in one of the blocks of ice, he put an envelope in there with the release date of this album. So he had people all over, come from all over Toronto, Canada, or wherever they may have came from, all breaking through this ice. And if you found it, I think the prize probably was about maybe like 10 grand. But the person that found it, it was some money in there, and then they had the release date for Drake's album, which is May 15th, which is right around my birthday. I'm still debating if I should do a birthday party, a shindig or something. Still debating on that. I'm not really a birthday party person. Yeah, so they're trying to build some hype around this new album. But the what you call it, the fire department, they just came and they hosed it down because they saying for safety concerns that dudes was out there with sledgehammers breaking through the ice. Dudes was out there with torches trying to burn through it. So once they found, the guy found the envelope, the fire department just came and just hosed it down and made it all melt. But Drake, he got to do cartwheels and backflips. He got to set himself on fire, run around Central Park naked. He got to do everything that he can right now to create some type of awareness around himself and this new project, because I don't think nobody has interest in Drake anymore. I'm sure that, all it takes is one record. Bam, everybody forgets, everybody come running back, but it's still too fresh that Kendrick whipped him, for him to come back right now. But I could be wrong. We could see. It's been at least a good 2 years, maybe, since he dropped an album. Because I know he did drop something since then, and it was crickets. I mean, crickets, bad crickets. Like, sound like horror flick crickets. But shout out to the guy that got through all that ice and was able to find a date. Iceman, May 15th. All right. Even though I'm not a big Drake fan, shout out to Drake. That was good marketing. Right here is where the fire department is getting rid of the ice, as you can see right there. My bad, y'all. Good looking. What I was saying was that was a creative marketing plan, and I'm wondering how much could that have cost Drake? Because one, he would have to rent the lot. Outside of renting that lot, uh, purchase all the ice. Put the one bag with the money in it with the ice. He can't get fined for. He can't get fined by the city for that because it's nothing but water. I don't know. Good. Good marketing plan. If I was him, I would have did it in like 4 cities at the same time, and then whoever got to it first would have got the money. Like, or split up the money, and everybody that found it in each city, they would have got that money. But I mean, it was good that he did it. It was creative. But in my opinion, if he really wanted to cause like a real viral moment, if he would have had that in Toronto, in New York, in Times Square, somewhere in Hollywood, California, and either Atlanta or Miami, somewhere, and did it all at the same time, it would have been on the news all over the. It would have became national news because people would have been out there going crazy, trying to get the money in the release date all over the country, but spread out. It might have been a little costly, but I can't see it costing that much unless the lot is what's going to cost the most. That lot is going to be what it's going to cost the most. I don't even think the ice bricks is going to be more than the lot, because especially if he put that in a prime area where that lot is getting a lot of money every day. He would have to really cash them out to get that space to be right there. If that's a spot where a lot of people go for work in the morning, or it's a shopping area. I don't know. If you're from Toronto, let me know. You dig? Well, once again, like I said, shout out to Drake. Iceman, May 15th. So you can get promo over here when you get creative. Or if you need promo, you could just pay for it too. You can just hit me up. Choke, I need to come on and promote something. Just hit me up. I got you. Choke no joking G, man. Oh, let's see. The guy Diddy. I may have heard about it, but Diddy, his defamation lawsuit. Y'all remember when one of those lawsuits came out? I mean, one of those documentaries came out, and it was like right when Diddy at first got arrested. He wasn't sentenced yet when this one of these first documentaries came out. So, but remember, Diddy had filed a lawsuit. But a New York judge dismissed Diddy 100 million defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal on April 22nd, 2026, which was yesterday, regarding a 2025 Peacock documentary, Diddy, Making of a Bad Boy. The court ruled that the documentary did not cause additional harm to his reputation beyond the damage already done by existing criminal charges and accusations. The lawsuit, which was filed by the now in prison music mogul, the suit alleged the documentary shamelessly advanced conspiracy theories regarding his involvement in various crimes. The judge ruling concluded that the film did not cross the line into defamation, citing that his reputation was already severely damaged by earlier legal troubles. NBC argued that at the point already him being in prison, Combs was responsible for his own reputation ruin. And then in the context, this decision detailed further represents a significant setback for the artist, who has faced numerous civil and criminal allegations of sexual misconduct. The dismissal in full often reported by entertainment news outlets like The Hollywood Reporter, highlights the legal difficulty of proving defamation for public figures facing serious pre-existing allegations. So, I mean, I don't think Diddy lost any real money filing that lawsuit against NBC because he already had those lawyers on retainer. They was already working on the case. I mean, what more? He didn't have nothing to lose, you know. So it's not like he gonna get more jail time because he lost a defamation lawsuit. Only thing he may lose is if they try to make him pay for their legal bill, which they probably maybe obligated. He may be obligated to do. I'm not sure, depending on where this court case was filed and all that, the extras, you know. But push come to shove, that's the worst case scenario, is that he will have to pay for their lawyers, right? So let me move on from my man Diddy. And I gotta ask y'all if y'all saw where's my man name? Jay Usa. I think that's his name. Yeah, that's his name. So I had a lot of people hitting me up, right? About Cameron and this dude, Jay Usa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jay Usa. I'll just call him Jay, just Jay are the letters of his name, cutting and scratching other. I'll call him Jay just in case I'm pronouncing his last name wrong, right? A lot of people hit me up, yo, Choke, man, what you think about, the dude Jay, the wrestler, grabbing up Cam like that? I'm like, come on, man. Y'all gotta, is there anybody out there for one that believed that was real? Please let me know. Type in yes if you thought when you seen Cameron and his brother going at it at Cameron's studio that you thought that was real. Cam definitely begging for views. Is there anybody out there that thought that was real? Thank you. Okay. So I'm not the only one, man. And I tell you, I do have the most intelligent audience in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But you tell me that this guy, Cam, reaches over and grab Cam, and what you call it, and Mace run over there and don't throw a punch, a kick. He ain't no Suge Knight. Mace ran over there with the Bible in his hand and started praying for them. I pray for you, brothers. Can we just all get along? Cam talking about the Mace. Yo, where was you at? And where was you at? I was over there. I was over there. Like, come on, man. Stop, bro. Stop, man. Come on. Can y'all just stop, man? See, let me explain something to y'all, man. there's people that are originators and there are people that are followers and duplicators, right? Cameron is a duplicator, right? He want to come into this podcast space. It's like somebody influenced him to rap, you know, whoever it was in his neighborhood who was around him or whatever that inspires him to rap, he raps. Somebody inspired him to be an actor, he did the acting thing. You know, and now Choke No Joke and others like me, we inspired him to be a podcaster and come into this podcast space. You know, so you know, at least he not delusional like Nori. Nori talking about he pioneered this. Like, you know how many of us was doing this way before Drink Champ started? Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, I know I've been doing this since I've been on YouTube since it started, like 2006. It was no goddamn Dream Champs in 2006. So you ain't pioneered this, right? Like, these dudes be bugging, man. Like, I see Nori talking about, yo, we pioneered this. Like, right, Nori, y'all didn't pioneer nothing. Like, let me just show y'all something. Just for a hot second, and I'll get right back to this. Right? This is how long I've been doing podcasting. Okay? This is 2010. Right? This is 16 years ago. 16 years ago. This is when we call podcasting internet radio. Nori and them niggas wasn't around when I was doing this. Like, you tripping. Talking about you pioneered this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I was doing this way back then. This is 2010. 16 years ago. These dudes wasn't doing no goddamn podcasting back then.
Yeah.
I think this thing is on.
It's on.
This is B&J from Fubu.
Shout out to the ATM machines.
Yo, check it out. Y'all just tuned into a Gangsta and the Gentleman Radio with my boy J. Alexander Martin.
J. Alexander Martin, the gentleman, sir.
And I'm Choke No Joke, a.k.a. the Gangsta, a.k.a. always sipping on the Vicky B, the vodka and berry.
You stay thirsty, sir.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Last week, you got on me for no apparent reason.
Yeah, that's cool.
I did get him back. Oh, shout out to the engineer. You know the engineer never supposed to talk, but he does it all the time anyway.
Yo, yeah. Shout out to Prez, man. We be jumping in our conversations. He want to be behind the mic for real.
I know it's all
That's
good.
all it is. But we gonna shout him out. You know what I'm saying? Today we got Ty in the building from Boutique Catering.
Yeah. You know, I didn't even eat all day, you know, because I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, so you know.
She got a lot of stuff over there too.
Yeah, she gonna set us up proper, like, you know what I'm saying? So we got the food popping off today. Y'all hating over there.
Hey, did you bring anything to drink?
No, don't worry. I got my Victoria Beckham right here. Jay gonna be here eating food with the lump in his throat trying to swallow. running to the bathroom, drinking out the faucet like project style.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, yo, Jay, let's talk about last week. Who
Man.
we had last week? We had Olivia call in.
We had Olivia calling, the wonderful. Whoa, I got sound check. Hold up. One of my ears went out.
When your ears went out? That's wax.
There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We had the lovely Olivia. You know, we talked about the show. You know, she blessed us with telephone call. We totally appreciate that. Shout out to Olivia, new album coming out.
Yeah. She also talked about the show Love and Hip Hop and how the girl Emily was, trying to play her, saying that, she wasn't with the dude, the football player.
Yeah,
dude?
the football player, and she tried to kind of put it on blast a little bit. She's like, "Yo, listen, I didn't tell you I was. I said, we was cool, we was kicking it, but like, get out of my business."
Right. We're gonna have to send Ty over in the other room and set up that food because she killing us with the aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Ty,
Little Reynolds rap. What you doing?
Like we said, we got Ty from Boutique Eats. She's in here hooking us up with the food today.
Don't you have a Twitter on that?
Yes, at Boutique Eats.
At
Boutique Eats.
So y'all want to eat? Y'all go to Boutique Eats and she'll hook y'all up. And we gonna tell y'all where y'all can find the menu at. Cause she got a real serious.
Oh, we got a
menu.
serious plate. How we gonna?
So, like I was saying, when Nori and these dudes we talking about, they pioneered this. I've been doing this. That is 2010. We talking 16 years ago, man. 10 years ago, my bad. Yeah, 16 years ago. But these dudes we trying to see it from, and I was interviewing people. I had guests. Ain't nothing changed but the number on the range. Okay? But these dudes be sitting there try to run around and act like they was doing this, or they the kings of this, or they pioneered this, when there's plenty of us that been doing this. And don't ever get it twisted, Nori. You ain't no pioneer. You jumped on the bandwagon. What you pioneer, putting liquor on the table? But let's get back to ain't killing nothing, Cameron. Like I said, if you saw the incident with Jay and Cam and you thought that was real, then you're not understanding that Cameron is doing whatever he got to do to get some motion over there. You know what I'm saying? First it was J. Cole popping up on them, coming through the back door, and they got the camera just sitting at the back door for no reason. Oh, J. Cole's coming, But then Jay-Z came in and ruined his J. Cole interview because he probably thought they was going to talk about him. And he dropped his interview the day before the J. Cole interview. Bang! And nobody ever talked about the J. Cole interview. So now, Cam is taking this one step further, and he's calling out this wrestler dude, Jay, and somehow he want to fight him at SummerSlam. It's getting sad out here in the hip hop community, y'all. We're gonna give a moment of silence for Cam's career, because now Cameron went from, I told y'all he was having an identity crisis. Y'all ain't believe me. He went from wanting to play basketball, took the last shot, Mace was pissed with him, and to this day. Took the last shot, they lost the championship. So he left basketball alone. Then he went to rap. And then Mace was nicer to him in rap and basketball. And then rap, he asked Mace to come get on in his video, and Mace asked him for some money. And he got mad and he turned on Mace. Then he wanted to become a CEO. Cameron thought he was Little Dame Dash. He went and he got a crew called the Diplomats, and he called himself the CEO, and he ruined everything. Now he is the CEO of himself. There's no more Diplomats. Then he went on to be a promoter for comedy shows. He did the comedy show things because he didn't know what he wanted to do. So he chose to do comedy shows. And then next thing we know, we watching boxing. And we see Cam in there with a suit on, looking like he get ready to work at the morgue or at a funeral parlor. And now Cam's the boxing promoter or a referee or a walker person to the stager. I don't know what he want to do with. Then he turns around and, next thing you know, he's a podcaster, and then he kisses Mace butt. And he gets back with Mace. And then he turns on Jim Jones, and he turns on Jewels, and he turns on all the other little Dipset guys. And then he gets on here, and he turns on Dame Dash, all the Harlem guys that loved him so much. And now look at him today. He is the clout chasing Cameron. He has to do skits. He did the J. Cole skit. Now he wants to be a wrestler. The boy's having an identity crisis, and we're going to pray for him, y'all. So, Killer, this moment of silence is for your career. I don't know if you need to start selling bean pies and final calls, but we're going to wish you the best, brother. And if you do get in the ring on SummerSlam, I hope he don't take it too easy on you. This nigga said he gonna be on SummerSlam. Like, I ain't never seen this nigga do a push-up a day in his life. Cam is going to be a wrestler now, y'all. Oh boy, man. Hip-hop started out in the park. It's sad, man. My boy Killer. But I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Which is something that all you women and men need to really be tuned in for. Because what you call it? The girl Clarissa Shields. She just did an interview with Melissa Ford, right? And in this interview she did with Melissa Ford, Melissa Ford asked her, and shout out to Melissa Ford. What up, Missy? Melissa Ford asked her, would she drop the lawsuit against 50? And Clarissa Shields said she'll drop, only way she would consider dropping a lawsuit against 50 is if 50 get in the ring with Papoose. I think if I'm not mistaken, Melissa Ford jokingly said to her, you know, would you drop the lawsuit with 50 if you could get in the ring with him? And she was like, I'll drop it if he get in the ring with Papoose. I know Papoose would drop 50, you know. And then Melissa Ford was like, what? Get out of here. I ain't know Papoose got hands like that. She was like, what? Papoose could fight. He don't let y'all see it, but Papoose got hands. So Melissa was like, all right, well, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not going to instigate it. You know, I'm going to leave it right there. You know, but, you know, Clarissa was talking her talk, right? Now, here's where, you know, a lot of guys, not saying that this is going to be a violent situation or anything, but this is where a lot of guys lose their lives or get hurt getting into some beef over coochie, right? Now, here this was a meme thing that turned into a battle rap thing, right? Now, Clarissa is making it a physical thing, right? Now, I don't know I don't know her like that to know if she was joking or not with this, that, and other, but it don't seem like she was joking to me, right? I feel like she believes that. But the thing is, you know, inviting that type of challenge to this situation where y'all already got friction, you know, makes it where, you know, if they run into each other, it could be something different from, you know, 50 seeing Papoose and being like, oh, those are the best balls you got? Yeah, nigga, I'll reply when you get a hit, opposed to running into him and be like, yo, your girl talking about you could beat my butt, or, you know, running into them and, you know, Clarissa like, yeah, Papa beat your butt. And Papa, you know, now you making it a physical thing and not a competition thing. And I know that she's a boxer, so that's probably the way that, you know, she solves her issues is in the ring. But Pat nor 50 are boxers or professional boxers, I'll say, right? And to take it from a battle rap space to, yo, I know that Pap will give a B50 up, woo, 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 is taking it somewhere else. And she's a little young, so, or younger, you know, so she may not have that type of experience or the experience or the mind of a street dude, you know, but I don't think that's wise of her to encourage any type of physical violence between the two of them, because when they run into each other, it is going to make it look like it ain't just rap no more. Now it's like, you know, you emotional and you talking about your man a beat up. You know, I get my man to beat you up. like you turning it into something else. But that ain't my call. You know what I'm saying? That's on them three. That's just my perspective on it, that she is getting a little too emotional with this 50 Cent thing. And now she's inviting violence into it when they could have just kept it off the record if it was going to be violent, you know, or they could have just kept it with the music. She's trying to take it somewhere else, you know. Somebody said that's not her man. That's her man in her head. That's her man. That ain't her husband, but that's her man. Can't tell her that. You tell her that ain't her man. You tell her that to her face. That girl gonna want to fight you. She gonna be like, "Well, who man is it?" She'll grab Papoose by his collar. Who man is you? You know this girl? She talking about you ain't my man. Who man is you? You get that man beat up. So I don't know if y'all know who Allstar J is, but you know how hip hop is. You don't find out about who these people are until somebody either gets killed or arrested. And that's the case in this situation here. Allstar Jr., I believe, is from the D, Detroit. And he was just arrested on his way to go do a Vlad interview. Right? Now, once again, what is the common denominator here? Right? When you look at this person, right? When you look at this person here, and you look at all the other people that got arrested and then Vlad's name is attached to it, right? What is the common denominator, man? If Vlad ain't got nothing to do with the police, right? Why is his name always tied to the police? When somebody gets arrested that been on his platform, if he has nothing to do with the police, why is his name always tied to the police? Now, this dude here, Allstar Jr. was reportedly involved in the shooting of NBA Ben 10, and now ahead of a Vlad TV appearance, he has been arrested. Over the last few weeks, much has been made of the situation involving Allstar Jr. and NBA Ben 10. It was reported that Ben 10 had been shot in a sensitive area. In fact, the artist is still in the hospital and has been posting videos from his bed. In the midst of all this, Allstar Jr. has taking an antagonistic approach to the situation. He dropped a diss track aimed at Ben 10 and Jay Prince Jr. Furthermore, he has taken to social media on numerous occasions where he has taunted those impacted by the shooting. It has been weird to watch. It has been weird to watch unfold, and it is clear that Allstar Jr. hasn't been worried about any potential consequences. On Wednesday evening, it was reported that Allstar Jr. may have finally met his legal demise. According to numerous reports on social media, Allstar Jr. was arrested in California. What makes his arrest all the more interesting is that he was reportedly on his way to a Vlad TV interview. But he wasn't in California, he was in Detroit. Now, here's an interesting thing, right? The interesting thing about this is that dude, All-Star Jr., he had just talked to Vlad. Right? So somebody interviewed Vlad and was like, yo, why they saying that, All-Star Jr. talked to you and then the feds ran up on him? He was like, oh, nah, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to do an interview, And then he's like, I asked him, I had a few more questions I wanted to ask him before we did the interview. I asked him those questions and then over the phone, and then the feds raided him. And they didn't tell you to ask him that the question. Where you get the question from? What was the question? So you tell me it's just a coincidence. Because we know what your questions are, Vlad. You wasn't asking that nigga what was his mama's favorite dish. You did not ask that nigga what was the first shirt that his mother crocheted for him as a baby. You asked him some criminal question over that phone, and they went and picked him up. They didn't even need him to do your interview. They just needed him to answer that one question that you asked him over the phone, allegedly. It's crazy, bro. I don't know. He wondered why people could say he the police. Yeah, I'm that. He got me stuttering. Like, is it a coincidence? Like at this point, after all these years, is it a coincidence? And then you tell me the day you speak to this dude, you talking about, oh, I had a couple of more questions for him. I asked him some questions and I was waiting on him and he never showed up. And they didn't give you the questions to ask him. Sure. I bet they didn't. Yeah, okay. Joke, no joke. You already know, man. Y'all know what it is. I see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. You know what it is. Kiss the babies goodnight. One love. God bless. And thank God for blessing you for seeing another day. All right? One.
I do it. This is a diss, would be specific. Hit you with a sub, you blacklisted. Her third tour, it's ridiculous. You in the crowd, babysitting. Mad at pics, fans flicking. You got a Billy, they dick licking. Kids, your son and dad missing. You duck in the swab, results prison. I see your faces, the mad prism. Y'all rats, are you kidding? And if you sign, you have no wisdom. Integrity missing, money mission. Lamar Latrells in your system. Camel licking, nerves switching. Are y'all kidding? Y'all Virginian. Success, y'all dream sex. Sold a lot of units, but still checks. Squares, Nike, I run with checks. People use Marcy as pets. I move his skin, you on your head. All your tunes are dead. You ugly like your dreads. No bag, I'm on your head. No fag, I'm my shooter. You the glad Duke shooter. You do balls, but no hooters. Choke, no joke, I am the future with no Malloy. You play with boys, be out here wishing she was a boy. You her decoy, you her bitch. Choke, no joke, I am the shit. Yo, Cam, get off my dick. Mad Jim, king of the dips. Without Jewels, you have no hits. Your last hit was True Life. When he caught you with that right. Yo, Big Joe, am I right? Nigga Dane saved your life. And then you crossed him for home. Got on stage with Ho. You an actor, you ain't Poe. Joke, no joke. You already know. Yo, man, I'm done, man.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.